Hi there, this is Veronica. Today I'll be making 8 leather wallets and card holders. And in this video, we'll focus more on the cards. As usual, print out the patterns and make them into templates. The first one will be the most easy one. And this one will be good if you have smaller leather scraps. Here I use a patent leather and also a Crompton leather. I use the patent leather for the base and the Crompton leather for the card slot. Then I decided to attach another piece of patent leather on the back of the card holder. Cut all the leather pieces according to the template, then glue and attach them to the base of the card holder. And here I decided to make a liner for the back of the card holder. Here we're going to cut a long strip of fabric and tag in all the fabric edge for the exposed part of the back of the base and attach that onto the back of the card holder. We're going to tuck the rest of the fabric in. To do so, you're going to cut the rest of the strip to be the exact size as the inner pocket and use a card to tuck all the rest of the fabric in. Then glue the end of the fabric strips to the leather. And now our first card holder is complete. Next one, we're going to make an ID card holder. It has a window where you can see the information, and it will also be convenient for tabbing or scanning. And there's also a hole on the top where you can attach a keychain on. The leather I'm using is vegetable tan leather that I dyed for the other project, and another piece of thicker vegetable tan leather that's pre-dyed. I installed the eyelets for the hole just for extra reinforcement. Throw them on each of the leather pieces, then attach them together. You only attach the bottom side of the card holder, which is below the eyelets. You can use leather cord and keychain or hooks to carry these card holders around. It's very simple and very convenient when you have a use of it. Next one, we're going to make a card holder with a lid. And this will be great for leather scrap slides longer than wider. And the leather here is a nubuck leather that's about 5 to 6 ounces. Mark the guideline onto the leather, and this is the line where the other end of the leather is going to attach to. Then I decided to cut an opening on the card holder. This will make it easier to take and push the cards in. And this will be updated onto the patterns you download. Then for the closure strap, I pre-punched the holes on the strap instead of attaching it to the back first. Because the length of the strap is going to be longer than the width of the card holder, for the lid can tuck in. So it's easier to attach it while sewing the card holder together. Finish sewing, and because the closure strap is longer than the width of the card holder, it will form an arch that is higher in the middle, and this will make it a bit difficult for the sides of the lid to pull in. Here I push down the middle of the strap as the lid tucked in, and use a hammer to reshape the strap on each end to kind of make a little fold on both ends, so the space under the strap will be more even, and that will make it a lot easier for the closure. And here we have a card holder with a lid. And so far we have done all the vertical card holders. Now we're moving on to the horizontal ones. This one will be great if you have multiple leather scraps ranging from different colors, texture, and types. For the base, I use a chrome tan leather with the pigskin for the back. Then I have vegetable tans for the 3 front pieces. And I decided to keep the characteristics of this edge roughness. Then I finished the edges of these 3 front panels with individual matching color edge paint. And the design for this card holder is a sunset scenery. We have the yellow one as the sun, and the blue one as the ocean, and the green one as the mountain. And on the back of the card holder, I decided to add an additional piece with black vegetable tan leather to just add an additional card slot. And as you can see that the bottom of this card holder gets really thick. So if you have any skiving tools, you should definitely trim off the bottom edge of each leather. Then sew all 4 sides of the card holder up. And now we have our scenery card holder, and this one will allow you to hold 4 cards in individual slots. Moving on, we're going to make a card holder with larger capacity. And this one is my favorite one. So first, cut out the leather according to the template. The leather I'm using is Crazy Horse leather. This is about 6 ounces. Then install the button snaps on. And as I tested the snap closure, I realized that it looks kind of like a bear. So I decided to add the eyes and the ears. I used the hole punch to make the eyes. And a half circle cutter to make the ears. And this will also be updated on the patterns you download. Then we will attach the card holders up on 2 sides and sew them up according to the template. And I also make a cut on the chin line to make it rounder. And now we have a bear card holder. And on the back of the snap button, I attach a piece of fabric tape just to keep the metal from scratching the cards. This card holder can hold up to 3 cards, and as different color of the cards inserted, you change the eye color of the bear. And the corner of the card that sticks out, it looks kind of like a little collar for the bear. Next one, we're going to make a card holder that it will be great if you have 2 leather scrap pieces that has matching colors. The 2 leathers I'm using are both chrome tan leather. Cut them according to the templates. And as for the lid, I decided to add a piece of pig skin as the liner. Also mark the guideline where the other leather piece is going to attach to before attaching the snap button on. We're going to attach the bottom snaps on first. The brown one here is going to form into a loop. Then we'll attach the blue one on the inside of the loop. And here make sure it's attached onto the guideline, or the bottom snap is not going to be aligned. Then we will only sew up the bottom of the card holder. This card holder allows you to put the cards in two different spots, one on the inside and one on the outside. And they both have a large enough capacity for at least 3 cards. And the next card holder is much larger. It allows you to store multiple cards, cash, and even coins. The leather I'm using here is the vegetable tan leather that I dyed for the other project. Then I decided that I didn't really like this color for that particular project. So although this is not really a scrap piece, I'm going to use it as there's already scratch mark on the leather. For the gusset and the bottom liners, I use chrome tan leather. Install the bottom snaps on the bottom liner first. Then we'll attach the snap part to one end, and the other part will attach it not on the end, but according to the template. And here I accidentally attach it to the end and punch all the holes. But I'm going to make a use of that by attaching an additional liner on the inside of the card holder. Then I decided to trim off the bottom part of the gusset, so then we don't need to sew the curved part of the card holder. Just to make things easier. And these changes will also be updated to the templates. Here I attach the gussets to the opening part of the leather and punch all the holes. Then I'm going to remove it and attach it to the other side of the opening, then sew it up there. Then I also sewn up the snap bottom liners. Then we will attach the gusset back to the front opening. Now we have a leather card holder that's almost like a pouch. Finally, we're going to make a card holder with 4 individual card slots. The leather I'm using for the exterior is a piece of chrome tan leather. And for the inside, for the card slots, I use something stiffer with vegetable tan leather. Punch the holes on the templates for the card slots to mark onto the leather pieces. Then cut the opening. Then we have 2 square pieces. That's going to be a snap button liner. Then I decided to change the shape of this liner with a half circle cutter. We will only attach one part of the snap button on the liner and attach them to the inner card slots. Then we will glue the card slots onto the exterior panel, and we will attach all 3 sides of the card slot. Install the other half of the bottom snap through the front cover. Finish all the edges, and now we have a bifold card wallet. This one has more security for the cards, that the card sits tightly in the card slots. And that was our last card holder for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.